They'll go, a lot of them will go still, even to this day, will still speak on behalf of Israel and how much they love the Jewish community, but they won't say much about what's happening in terms of black people, other than things that might be sanctioned. Like maybe if it's something that the Democratic Party told them they're allowed to say or whatever, right? But for the most part, when it comes to really digging into the root of the issue and really truly fixing it and truly making progress beyond the symbolism, I don't see a lot of celebrities really able or willing to make that sort of a commitment. What I do see is the people making the sacrifice and making the investment are the people that are actually there, the people that are actually in the community, actually dealing with the kids that are going to school every day, teaching the kids, that are the coaches that are coaching the kids, the parents that are raising the kids. Those are the ones who are, when we talk about the rising tide lifting all boats. I respect you because I see you and all of us as the tide, right? This is the tide, and so when we rise the tide, every boat on that water, in that body of water, is going to rise. So I would say that rather than waiting for the government to raise the tide to lift your boat, we raise the tide. Right? Instead of waiting for capitalism to raise the tide, we raise the tide. Instead of waiting for white people to raise the tide, we raise the tide. And if we raise the tide through collective consciousness, where we elevate ourselves, elevate our children, elevate our families, then all boats that are in that body of water, in that body of collective consciousness, all boats in that collective consciousness will rise as well. When I rise, you rise. When you rise, I rise. When we rise, right? That to me is a beautiful ecosystem. And it ain't got nothing to do with complaining about what white folks are doing. Right. So let's circle back and I want to make sure that you understand this is an economic conversation. I know I went a little bit, I strayed from what appeared to be economics, but because the way my brain works, everything circles back to the economics. So the economics in general, we talked a little bit about, just that idea of being flashy with money and what that means and why being flashy with money is indicative that of the idea that more work needs to be done, right? You have to be, when you receive your money, the biggest thing about wealth is that when you get your money, you want to be a whole, mature, content human being. If you are whole and you're complete and you're mature and you also have a vision and you also have some maybe connection to something meaningful, you have a purpose established, money becomes the most fun thing in the world. Money is amazing in the hands of a person who knows why the hell they're here. If you know your purpose and you understand what money does, like money is a tool to help you fulfill that purpose, then to me that's the key to an extraordinary amount of power. You become incredibly powerful when you're clear, like, okay, this is my purpose, this is why I'm here, I'm here for the orphanage, I'm here for my babies, I'm here for the community, I'm here for the school, whatever it is. And then when you go out here and you go and you get wealth and you make money, and I had this conversation with my daughter today. I said, you get money and you have a purpose, then what you do is money's the power and that's the plug. So you're plugging, the purpose is like the lamp, so you're plugging the power into the lamp and the light shines brightly after that. What's dangerous is when you have power with no purpose. That's like a bunch of power. That's like a bunch of energy with no target, no nothing, no containers, no control. And do you know what uncontained, uncontrolled energy looks like? Imagine a nuclear power plant with no safeguards to ensure that all that energy isn't directed carefully in where it's going to go. Well, that becomes a nuclear bomb. And nuclear bombs are very destructive. Nuclear power plants are very productive. Nuclear bombs are very destructive. Or think about a rocket. When NASA makes a rocket, rockets contain a tremendous amount of power. Just like money is power, that rocket has power. It comes from the fuel and the ignition and everything else. So when that power is contained, that rocket can go all the way to Mars. But what happens to a rocket? Somebody answer in the chat.